the Sunday groove, the vibe is tight. Crafting dreams in the morning light. Threads and fabric, needles and glue, creating magic, just me and you. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt is all that make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt is all that make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Laser beams cutting shapes so clean. Colors collide like a vivid dream. Tips and tricks pass round the crowd, creating together, hearts so proud. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt is all that make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday fun day, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt is all that make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Flow. Let the love flow.
Funday, feel the heat. Yes. Hello.
Hey everybody! Woo, welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Miss Linda, how you doing?
Girl, I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, can't complain.
Yes. Ready to have some
Oh,
fun.
Jenny said it's raining in San Antonio. Jenny, it looks like it's gonna rain up here in North Dallas too, but not yet. But
Oh my
excuse
God.
me, it's getting
Miss
cloudy.
Sean
Definitely
phone.
getting cloudy.
No. Miss Sean's busy. Move. No.
Look, I gave Honey her little bone treat, so she up in there chilling, eating her little bone treat. Hey Shay Shay, let's see who
Hey
all we
Jesse.
got in here.
Picture
See
me, Jesse.
Rachel, welcome in
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, DB, Shay Shay, Miss Melody, Miss Jennifer, Miss Chris, Miss Shamika, Miss Sherry, Miss Jenny, Jesse. Happy Father's Day, Jesse. Um, who else? D, Miss Patricia, Miss Connie, Miss Linda Gray, Miss Sherry. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for joining. It is Sunday Fun Day. So, what have you been up to, Miss Linda? What you did this week?
I'm working on the snips and I don't know the whole name of it, but I'm working on a boy's quilt.
Okay, okay. You
Uh,
got some pieces you want to show the
oh, I
people?
can't. I can't, girl. I can't, girl.
Oh, oh, that's
Um,
so cute. Go up a
yeah.
little bit. Go up a little bit. Come up a little bit. Ooh, that is
Hello, Miss
too cute.
Mary. Hey, Kadaya. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey, Angie. Hey, Nikki. Hey,
I
Mom.
was working on that, but yeah, it's
That's
gonna
cute,
be
cute. Beep, beep.
yeah. I might have it done tonight. Now I don't know about the back and the edging. I mean, excuse me, border, whatever. Hmm. Thank you.
Okay. Hey,
Hello, Lady
Lady Bear.
Bear.
Welcome in. Hey, Miss Merlinda. They say that's pretty. It's gorgeous. Snips and snails is
Thank
what
you,
Miss
Miss
Jennifer
Jennifer.
says.
Thank you, Miss
Yes.
Jennifer. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
But other than
Carol,
that, what you
welcome
did
in.
this week? So don't you got something you need to show us? Yay!
So I do, but I'm gonna show y'all something first. I've been making so I've been in my
Hey, Miss
creative
Carol.
mode,
Mm-hmm.
working on things that I want to offer. So I made this shirt, and it's all stitched out and everything. It says Sojourner, and I put the little lady on there, but unfortunately the lady is for it's a graphic that you have to purchase from OESD, but the Sojourner is mine. So I'm literally looking at doing some shirts that just say Sojourner, or I'm probably going to sell the file. So I think I'm going to fix it because I have this one roped. But I've been working and testing things. So I tested that. Then I'm getting ready for the holidays, because if you didn't know, and if you are planning to do some of these things as a business, this is the time that you should be working on and planning for the holidays. Because when by the time July hits, the countdown for November, Black Friday, all those things will be on. And you got to have what you're going to offer ready no later than August. So I've been playing with things. So look at this. So this is a cross that is also like a stained glass window.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a sun catcher. It will have, I'm going to make it smaller. So when I'm testing things, I'm testing them for what I think will sell. So I'm going to make it smaller for sure. It'll have a hole up here and something that can be like on a patio. It can even be in a church, or if you want to give to a friend or something like that. But um, I'm testing it, so it'll probably come in at about half the size when I finish it. But it's literally like a stained glass window look, and when you're hanging it, so it's a sheet of acrylic on top, and then my on the bottom. Um, so I did that. Um, what else was I testing? So I was testing that. This. I also am testing new earrings, so more to come on that, because my earrings are like my top seller. So I always have unique earrings, and I have a design in my head getting out this week. And I know it's going to sell really well for me because of what it is and how it does. So that's one thing. So the other night, what night was that? Was that last night? Was that last?
Last night,
Oh, okay.
yes.
So last night I went live. I was making a quilt top. I was finishing quilt top from last Sunday, so I finished that. I also finished quilting the baby quilt, but I have not taken it off the long arm yet. And so I'll have to show you all next Sunday, or if I go live during the week, I'll show it to you then, because I don't want to take it off the long arm because I want to test if I can actually do the binding on the long arm. So I want to test that and see if I could do that, because it's Minky as the backing, and I'm gonna do Minky as my binding. So I want to test that. Also, last night I was making a handbag and I finished it. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, I 100% absolutely love it. It is not a pattern that I have seen from anyone. So I'm gonna go do a search and see if I can locate it. If I can't, it will become a pattern for me. So let me show you. And let me tell you now, I 100% adore it. So this is it. I finished it. It has tooling here, and it's like a silver tooling here and tooling there. And the inside is light gray and dark gray, and it's like a bucket bag. So if you think of me, hold on, I'm gonna to attempt to get in this chair, so you can
Ooh,
kind of see
Jesus.
it on me.
Mm-mm.
I know. So this is how it would be on me, like this.
That's nice.
So it's not a long bag. It's more of a short bag. And have you
That Shay
seen
Shay's
the
a
pattern?
mess. And
Yes,
pink,
I
pink,
saw.
pink.
Tell her yes.
Hmm.
There
Yes.
is a pink pattern. And so that's it.
Hey,
Now,
Blue
the
Land.
one thing that I love about it is for my outside pocket, this is the only zipper, but for this outside pocket, if I wanted to put my phone in here, it'll slide. Now this I got the big phone, so but if you had a regular phone, it'll definitely go in there. But I don't never keep my phone. I want to reach my phone, so it's not gonna be zipped up anyway. Um,
Mhm.
but on the inside, because it's almost like a bucket bag, is what I'm thinking. Because it's kind of like bucket slash, because my bottom is very square. I don't have anything on the back. Now, one of the other details that I love are these handles. And so, like, I made a decorative handle here, and underneath here, it's got a little pop of color under there, but it is literally completed. Like, I can walk out the door with this right now, just like that. Hey, Miss Joy. Hey, Miss Carol. Welcome in. So yes, it's done. I finished it. And literally I pretty much made this so this one was pretty easy. I already had the handles made. I already had this part made. And so it was literally putting the bag itself together last night
That's
on the
nice.
live. So if you want to see it, it didn't take long for this bag to come in. Check out the live from last night and you'll see how I put this together. I even cut the inside of this bag and my pockets on the live. So you'll get to see how I did all of that.
Shay Shay says she
Now,
needs. Shay Shay says she needs that bag in pink.
okay. So, yes. And this is actually a faux vinyl. I made it in faux vinyl first. Now, y'all know my next bag for me is
Leather.
going to be Italian leather. Absolutely.
Hmm.
So, and the one thing I did do here was I did put some hidden, right here is a hidden magnet.
Magnet. Hmm.
Uh-huh. But let me tell you what I did. I put it in backwards. So it's like
Uh-oh.
opposing magnets. It's like pushing against each other. I'm like, oh goodness. So I'll have to go back and fix that. But I mean, I absolutely adore the bag. It came out
Shani-
really, really
Shanika
nice.
say
Thank
leather,
you all.
leather for the weather. I know that's right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So yes.
That is
So I
nice.
love it. I love it. I love it. So that was and I forgot to put my bag tag on here, but I will. So those were, I think, the major things that I did. Now I did do, and I hope he got it and I hope he loved it, but I did a smoker's jacket. And so I'll post a picture of the smoker's jacket in the Facebook group so you all can see it. But it came out super nice. And the design, because I test out everything on the towel, this was the design that was on the smoker's towel, minus his name, but that was the design on the smoker's towel, was this football fleur de lis.
Mm, okay,
So
girl.
that's what I did. I'm so excited. Like, it came out so good. Like the bag by itself was just happy, happy, joy, joy. So what are you guys working on? Anybody doing anything good? Anybody? Okay, so for all those moms, husbands, wives out there, what y'all cook for Father's Day? Anybody cook anything good for Father's Day for their
Well,
husband?
I no, I haven't because mine's not here. So yeah, but no, I haven't. I don't. Hey. Hmm.
Oh, I need that football for yeah, I need that for football season. Yes, absolutely. So what else? What else did I do this week? So I had you guys, I went to the Smoky Hill thing. That was really fun. And that's where I actually got this pattern ply for the back of the cross. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's where I got that. So I have some more beautiful colors that I will show later once I start making the items that I'm going to have. Oh, that's nice, Jesse. You
Oh,
went to
cool.
dinner.
All right.
Oh, who went to his son's for dinner? That's so nice. Okay, so today, what are we working on? We are going to make a mini quilt. And it is a mini quilt that's done in the hoop. This is why I'm down here. So I decided to
Yay.
come down to the bigger embroidery machines today because that one color at a time ain't for me all the time. That's a different life. So we're going to make a mini what is it? It's called a mini quilt. It's a quilt hanger. It's like a little hanger,
Mm-hmm.
something that you would hang in your room or something like that. And this time we're going to do the one for July. So Kimberbell has a January through December set of mini quilts, and we're going to make the one for July. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the link for the ones that we're making. And now let me tell you something about Kimberbell and her things. They come on a CD. Nobody sells CDs. Like, I mean, so it comes on a CD, which means you got to have something to get it off with or to read a CD. If you don't, you won't be able to use it. So just a word to the wise, because I had to go buy me an external CD drive just to read the doggone CD. We all did. Like even in a lot of the other groups where we're doing so-longs and things, we had to buy the CD drive, right? So yeah, so we had to buy that. So
A
just to
lot of
let
us
you
don't
know, so
have it. A lot of us don't have a
mm-mm.
CD on a. I had to buy one too, but I do have an older laptop with a CD-ROM on it. But I just went on and bought one. Yeah.
Yeah, I have an older laptop with it on there too, but it took it like 50 minutes to try to boot up. I was like, what is happening? And then you can't even update it. You can't even update it. So I was like, oh no, nobody got time for that. So yes, you can get one on Amazon for 13, Shamika. That's exactly what I did. Like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. So the thing to note about it is she has several volumes. So there's two volumes in you can buy the first half of the year. You could buy what is it? Uh January through June, or you can buy July through December. So we actually have had these. We bought these things like what, a year or so ago. We bought them a long time ago. We just haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to make any.
Mm-hmm.
Let Miss Jennifer say my laptop's so old. I have a CD on it and no
And
camera.
no
Oh
camera.
man. Oh man. So yeah. So we're gonna make the one for July. Now
Mm-hmm.
I must also tell you because Kimber Bell, if you've never bought Kimber Bell, she does not give you the stippling. She does not, like, you just buying a file of files, which was like when we first, after we figured out we was buying a file of random files, like, yeah, there's her pictures look all pretty and stuff, but to make money,
Mm-hmm.
she also sells you the stippling. So anybody got time for that? I know how to create my own stippling and all of that within brilliance. So literally what we did was we have our own things like that. So the backgrounds aren't included, correct? Shay, so you don't have backgrounds. It's literally just a file of the art. And I was just like, when I got it, I was like, really? This is what it is? Ooh, I'm like, chalk this up to lessons learned.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our version of her mini quilt. Mine is gonna be what? I think I got 7 by 7 is how big I'm making mine. Um, yeah, we did too. Shay Shay, we learned the hard way with her. So um, it's a different kind of thing. So we will be looking at the we'll be taking a look at this file, and Miss Linda already got some stuff going on hers already.
She's
But this
acting up because my thread, my thread ran out, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it's threaded right.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's what I'm doing.
okay, so want me to walk you through it
No,
from the
I mean
back?
I got the map.
So here's what you have to do. So when you went around, so when you came through, there's one, two, three. When you came through the fourth hole, so if you count from the back bar, what number was it that went out?
Two.
Okay, so for number two, you go. Okay, number two is a front bar, so it comes from the front bar through number two at the top, then into that little white slitter thing at the bottom. Now
Yeah,
hold
near the
on. You know what?
spring.
Yes, ma'am.
That thing near the spring. Okay, I got you. Go ahead.
So when you come underneath the spring, right? You went through that hole, then came underneath the spring. Let me do something. Hold on. I can actually back up because I got the right camera down here
Yes.
for this so that I can show
Guess what the
what we're
problem
talking
is?
about.
It's not in that slip thing.
Okay.
I got you.
So she's talking about, so she's trying to come through a hole right here. She gotta come through number
I
two.
got him.
Okay, so it's working now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that first slip up the
Mm-hmm.
top, that
Mm-hmm.
little thing look like it lay down, but you got to pick it up and let it run. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's another tension disc.
Hey, Ruchi. Okay. Hey, Ruchi.
Yeah, that's another tension disc. Now you're doing something different, right? That's not the one you're doing for the mini quilt, or is that the mini quilt?
I'm doing something different. I
Okay.
mean, excuse me. I'm doing a mini quilt. I was working
Is
on
that
that, earlier.
oh
I was trying
before?
to
Okay,
figure out.
gotcha.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay. So let me show y'all what this is going to look like.
Hmm.
So here we go up here. And I apologize if anybody's getting dizzy. Let me zoom in. So this is the design. We got like a piece of firework here, a heart, some
Hmm.
popsicles, watermelon, and then it says living the sweet life underneath it.
Yes. Yes.
But that is the design. And then we got our little frame around it. So let's get to stitching.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Let's get it. Get it.
Again, I apologize, but I'm trying to make sure that you all can see the stitch out too. So now let me do, well, if you don't do anything else in life, make sure you trace your files first because you don't want to be regretful if you didn't trace. So tracing is important. Holy cow. I should have started this a year ago. What in the world?
Exactly.
Look. I'm gonna tell you what's also kind of important to do too is I should have run a stitch test on this file because I don't like how it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It has went through 15 codes already, and it's just like stopping and starting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that.
And I guess I don't know what it's doing. I really don't, but it's almost like it's testing all the colors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me either. You let it do
It'll be a
its thing.
doozy.
I'm not gonna stop it. Yeah, I probably next time because this is my first time using this file for anything. She says, "I know I have a few half done projects, my craft room under construction, and I finally
Mm-hmm.
converted it and got rid of the bed." Oh, okay. I can't get rid of the 10-foot dining room table that's holding most of my stuff.
I know that's right, Miss Joy.
Yeah. Miss Joy says she's finishing up her PhD project.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keep going, Miss Joy. Okay, so Miss Patricia says, so when you are quilting, it's best to do the background first. Yes, ma'am, it is. So that way, especially if you're so it's yes and no, because when you're quilting a mini quilt like this, yes, it is, because what you want to do is make sure that the embroidery that we're going to put on it stands out and is on top. And so it's important for that. But when you are doing on a top, um, see, look what I mean. This thing is going one way, back away. I
Yep,
don't even
that's
get it.
Kimber Bell for you. That's Kimber Bell for you, honey. That's why I try to go in and remove a lot of stuff that ain't necessary.
Well, none of this stuff that just did was necessary at all. I mean, literally, it is stitching like 10 stitches and moving.
Mm-hmm. That's Kimber Bell. I don't know who
That's
she got doing
crazy.
her files for her, but yep. That's why I
She
stick
must
stuff.
have. She
Mm-hmm.
must ain't stitched it out because that's like the first 20 steps could have been like blasted. So, guys, this is a good example of when you have stitch software and you are running, you can run the actual stitch simulator. It's a great opportunity to do something like that because this crap here is a bunch of crap. It really makes me want to go into the file
Mm-hmm.
and
Take
remove
stuff
some
out.
stuff real quick so that it can start stitching. Because I really don't know what it's doing. It's like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. I like the designs with a lot of trim. Okay, now it's finally starting to stitch. I mean, after 20 minutes. And so we are doing a mini quilt. You know what? Let me close my curtain.
Yep, that's how it's gonna stitch. That's always Kimber Bell. That's why I go through the simulator before I start doing her stuff.
should have. She said Kimberbell need an upgrade.
Uh, yeah, I think those designers that she got doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Now it's finally stitching, so it's doing the stippling that I put behind it. So all of that little bit, I don't even know what those words like they got it. All right, let me go back to the comments. So, to Miss Patricia, to answer your question, in this case, yes, we put down the background first, and then we'll have our embroidery on top. And in this particular one, you can do it as an applique file, or you can because I think Miss Linda, you're doing yours as applique, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Linda's doing hers as applique.
Okay.
I am not. So you'll get to see two different ways. Like I'm just gonna let mine stitch. She's gonna do it as applique. Sean, did you hear me this morning when I said I pressed my back? I did and rolled my eyes. I rolled my eyes at that because let me tell you something. You cannot always press your batting. There is some batting that should not have heat, so you have to be careful of that because if you potentially get some of that batting that cannot have heat, your iron is throwawayable. That's not even a word, but you'll have to throw it away. So just be mindful. Just be mindful of that. Pressing your batting is not something that you should do.
Okay,
Seems
so
if you
this
had
file
her.
that you got this morning, is that what we're supposed to be doing, or am I supposed to be doing another one?
Nope, that's it.
Okay,
Hmm.
because I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out, is it applique?
It well, I thought she said it was applique in her thing, but and I didn't take anything out of it. Shay said, "I knew you did, girl. You know I rolled my eyes at that." Seems if her designs would be hard for someone with a single needle. So it's not.
No.
So here, it takes time. So what it is, Miss Patricia, is that it will take a lot of time for a person with a single needle because it's kind of like the sew along that we're doing right now. Um, you have to, you have to you have to plan it out, for example. So now she does give you all the SVG files. So if you wanted to cut all of the designs, you can cut them. She gives you those files. She does give you that. She gives you SVG. She gives you the embroidery files. The problem is you don't necessarily have anything for the what is it called? You don't necessarily have any out for like what you may want to do. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. You just you just have to plan it out on a single needle. So like with the sew along, I've been working and doing it on my single needle, and it's been fine. I just had to make sure I had all my colors. Sometimes I just decided not to change the colors, and then so you just got to plan it out.
And I love it.
And
I mean, on the single needle, 4x4, the other 5x7, I love it.
mhm,
That's why I purchased that thing when I was in Texas. That Big Brothers thing, the hold all them threads.
your
That's why I
stand, the
purchased
thread
that.
stand.
Yes, that's a good that comes in handy.
So, and with the thread stand, that's a way to plan your threads and you plan what's coming next. So that way it's easier to thread your single needle and just keep going. So you're literally threading it from the thread stand.
Mhm.
So Miss Joy said, what color sort her designs Can you color sort her design? You can color sort her designs in Brilliance, Miss Joy, but you have to be careful because you could potentially color sort something that should be on a different piece of the applique. So you got to be careful with that. Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
What does she mean by color sort? Because I love doing stuff like this, and all I do is with the piece of paper. Let's just say this is
Mm-hmm.
the paper,
Mm-hmm.
and what I do is I'll write down the color on whatever, or I already know what
So
color I'm going for.
So what she's saying for the visual people that have to be like Shay Shay, where you gotta have everything mapped out. Like me and you will go in there and just be like, I'm gonna use that color, that color, that color, that color.
Mm-hmm.
But there are
Mm-hmm.
some people that have to have it already set up for them in that format. So when they see it on the screen, they're gonna go pick up that color. So inside of Embrilliance, you can color sort so that you group all those colors together and they'll stitch out in that
Oh,
order.
okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat. But yeah, I like it this way. Yeah, and my 4x4 is like that. They want to pick up, wants this color, that color, but don't forget you're a single needle.
Right. 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 So, and Miss Joy, I do. So, let me tell you something. So each designer brings a unique skill to the table. Designs by Juju, absolutely amazing. You can definitely, it's a go-to. People just, you just go grab a file. It
I
prints out,
love
it
her.
stitches out the
Yes.
way you think. You don't have to worry about it. You know every time it's going to come out. Kimberbell, because she's an applique person, at all times it's applique, or majority of the times it's applique. She makes you think because it's like putting a puzzle together. So with applique, you can do some things that make it look like a puzzle. Now, so for example, the way I did my stippling on this, because I don't have my backing on here, and I don't want the embroidery to necessarily show on the back of this mini quilt, I left some places where I'm going to make a big square and come back up the middle so that I can attach my backing. And then when I get ready to do my binding, which this week I'll make a video on the binding and how to do binding. I'm going to do the binding on this mini quilt to record for this week. So this week's Quilting 101 will be on binding. And so we will, once I finish this, I'll do the binding on it. Let's see, I'm trying to go back through the comments here. So, like, Miss Linda, what's the max number of spools of thread does your one hold that you got from brother? Uh-oh, I got a problem over here. Houston, we got a problem.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about my 6 needle?
Your stand, no. The stand. What does your thread stand?
10.
What's the
It holds 10.
it holds 10? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So Shay Shay, 25 is a lot, child. Let me tell you. So here's the thing with that. So when you have 10, and think about it, you got to make sure you know how it's going to come off the thread and not cross with something else. So you got to be careful. The more you have on the stand, the more you may have a problem with it. So I would be careful with getting more than 10. Just because of the fact that what problem do
Them
we have
single ones
here?
are good too now. I have, before I designed my own, them single ones are good. They have the single and I think the 2 and 3 and 4 or something like that. I wanted that one because I did a lot of applique and a lot of switching.
Mm-hmm.
So my game plan was, let's say for instance, if I was on the NQ or on the brother, the 4x4, I
Mm-hmm.
would go look and see what colors that's in my project that I want to use. And that's what I will put them on the thing. The spool has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. And that's how I will put them up there. And it was really never no problem to snatch them. Now you are right, snatch them and work, but you are right. They will tangle up. It will make a mess. That's why when you get ready to, let me see if I can show you this. When you get ready to install all your stuff, you make sure you put them in the little rubbers. This little rubbers right here. Um, you make sure you take them across here. You know, there's a thing in the back that you could take them all through so they could stay hooked. Yeah.
Hold
hmm
on, hold on, hold on. Let me make you bigger. Hold on, because I don't think people saw that. So come back in, Miss Linda.
So you have this hook here. Once you get all your thread from up here, let me pull this down so y'all can see. You go through here. You bring your thread over. For instance, let's do this orange. Take this orange over. You're gonna pop this into that black little rubber. When you finish, you're going down here, and all of it. This is how I run mine, and they all right there, no problem, no tangling each other. I found that out later on from brothers, but yeah. Mhm. It's really expensive, but for me it was worth it because at that time I'm working with two single needles, two brother single needles, 4x4 and 4x4 and 5x7.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, we got our needle threaded.
Now I haven't never seen a 20 spool, but to each his own.
Yeah, hey, make it. Hey, Marilyn. She says, I love color sorting for certain things.
Mhm.
So again, I would say you have to be careful with the color sorting, especially on something like applique, because when you first start doing applique, keep in mind that you do not always want everything red at one time. Everything you have to be very, very very, very careful. So I'm with Marilyn on that. You got to be careful because some of the things can cause issues, and you need to make sure that you stitch it out because it could be a problem. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Yes, I love the bag. I really do. So Jenny says she has one of those, Miss Linda, and she loves it. She bought hers a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, I stick that in my suitcase the best way I could flying back home because I had so much stuff, but I love it.
Look, we had did so much shopping.
hmm hmm That's why I said, hey, I told everybody pack light.
Oh yeah, especially when you come to Applicate Getaway. There's a lot of stuff, and there are a lot of there are a lot of people here. There's a lot of vendors here. There's going to be a lot of things going on at the Applicate Getaway. So yeah, but Miss Joy, to your point, color sorting is a good thing. Don't get me wrong; it is a very good thing. Um, so it just takes some time. So I've been playing with my lasers. Like I have a lot of stuff that I have to do with them over the course of the next week, and so I'm going to be doing everything with the lasers, getting ready to see what for the holidays and things like that, and um, just trying to figure out what I'm going to be offering. So this time of year, again, like I said in the beginning, this time of year, if you are a retailer, if you do shows or any of that, this is the time that you should be thinking about, okay, what am I going to offer test it out because there's so much stuff that's going to be going on sale for 4th of July, things like that. And you can go ahead and start getting your products. And the faster you can get ahead of some of this stuff, you don't have to feel the pressure at the end of the day. Like you can make sure that you are ahead of the game and not working harder. Okay, yeah. So Miss Sherry says she's working on her laser too. She needs to get her engraving crisper. So yes, it. I mean, it takes some practice. It takes some practice because, like, and you know, we are our own worst critics, so we can point out our flaws. Like for this, I saw all the flaws that I made. Like there should be no black, no solid lines. All of this should be open, but because of how I put my dual tight on the back of here, honey, that dual tight held on to these pieces. So now I'm gonna have to figure out a way that I don't do that for this next time. It was like, oh my god, what she say? Shay Shay, we're gonna be sick of each other. I got Miss Joyce says I got about 1,000 stuff from AG. Oh, $1,000 worth of stuff from AG last year, and still don't have an embroidery machine. Oh no. Hey, but that means you need to have a plan for when you get it. What would you say? Hey, Ruji. Let's see. Anybody else working on anything this Sunday? All right. So, and so I apologize. So I've been playing with the camera. This has been my thing for the last couple of evenings, last night and all of that, just trying to get it together. Okay. Miss Joyce says she's been studying and learning in brilliance for a year now. Yes. Well, I took Lisa Shaw's class, but oh my God, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago. Um, for in brilliance, amazing class. Like that's how I learned how to do all the things that I do. I also have my own stippling with Go Savvy Designs in it. I made my own motifs um, for my business and stuff like that, so that when I'm putting something, a little something extra in my corporate employee and corporate gosh, the people who buy from the corporations, I put something extra in their bags. I always use something from my company. And so I love that. Jess says that she's working on Marilyn's design with repositional hoops and a mug rug. Oh, nice. Yeah, Lisa did come to San Antonio. I heard about she actually talked about the class in one of her late night lives. Shamika says she's crocheting a maxi dress. Oh, cute. I love that. Now, Miss Linda, y'all don't know if we haven't talked about that in a while, but Miss Linda is a crochet ninja, y'all. Let me just tell you. She be over there, girl. I'm just watching this movie. By the time the movie over, she done crocheted a whole doggone blanket. Crochet ninja, I'm just saying. She crochets and don't even be looking. Yeah, she's out of town this year. Yep. Miss Patricia says she had a baby blanket that she needs to be working on, but she's resting from yesterday family reunion. Oh boy, lots of fun. And one of my grandkids' birthday party on Friday. Oh yeah, you had a weekend full of things. Shamika, I can't wait to see that dress. You're gonna have to post it once you're done.
Hey, Miss
Miss Sherry
Ann.
says, yeah. She's a speedy crocheter. Hey, Miss Ann, welcome in. No, I took it in person, Marilyn. I took it in person.
Touch your nose, Miss Sherry. Touch your nose, baby.
She
Yeah,
said
when I
you
get
are a
bored,
speedy crocheter,
yeah.
honey.
But Miss Shawn, I could bust out a lot of things. Slippers, hats, all that. You know, Christmas, Hallmark, Lifetime, good movie. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I got something I did a couple of months ago for somebody. I also did a baby, and that's going to the baby shower next month too.
Oh, look how cute!
So,
That's a blanket, Miss Linda.
yes, ma'am.
You don't have to open it.
I have to open it
You
up.
already got it packaged up.
Anyway, Sean, I did this thing over a year ago. I did it when I did whoever else colored is like this.
Oh, you did it when you did mine. That's so pretty. But I
Yeah.
love mine too.
So yeah, that's going in the basket too.
Oh, that is so pretty, child. If I had known you had that, I'd have had you send me that one, girl. Baby, my ass. Oh,
Boy, I gotta get me a soda, boy. I gotta get me a soda. I gotta get me a soda because
oh, good
Jesus
night,
be
Miss
fixed.
Jennifer.
Good night, Miss Jennifer.
Look,
I'll post pictures.
okay, let me go. Yes.
Boy,
So
listen.
yeah, so Lisa is touring. She is. And Shanika said she will. She said I'm not Miss Linda though. She said she's not Miss Linda though.
Oh, I
Up
can get you
Design
there.
said she's working.
I
Oh,
don't
you heard
crochet
her,
and look.
Shanika.
I don't crochet and look.
Shoot.
Now I'll look at the video and I'll be like, okay, that's how you do it. Oh, okay. And once I start getting that feeling between my two fingers, I already know I got to hit a certain point. That's how I do it. I don't look down. When I get finished, it's done.
Yes. Okay, so I see your question, Miss Patricia. I will get to it. I'm going back up. So, um, Up Design says she's working on making bamboo earrings in Design Space and will use cards. Cardstock and resin. She just watched the replay on Coretta's Live. Let me tell you what, that is beautiful. That will be beautiful once you're done. And then everybody's saying how pretty it is, Miss Linda, and they love the
Thank
colors,
you.
and that
Thank
is
you.
beautiful. And then they laughing at me, I'm quite sure. Miss Beverly says she crocheted one similar to that, and D. Smith can't wait to see what hers is gonna look like. Look, my mom says, "Oh, I'm the baby." Um, so Miss Patricia,
Mama.
you asked what is the best program to buy from Embrilliance as a beginner with no intention of digitizing, and Angie
Oh,
is right. It's Embrilliance Essentials.
yep. That's what I got. Actually, that's what
Mm-hmm.
I still got. Yes, ma'am.
Yep. So Essentials is really good. Now, if you do not, so with the Brother 10 needle and 6 needle, and I'm not sure about some of the other. I need to check my embroidery machine, my one needle. But depending on the machine that you have, the other thing that I would suggest is actually there's two things I would suggest. One is the I think it's called the density remover or something like that. Sometimes you can buy files from people that are just too heavy in density, and you just a little vacuum, it just sucks out the threads. It takes out the wrong crap. Then there's also um, the patch part of that. If you're going to make patches, it is 100% phenomenal. But you should, look around. They offer normally on Black Friday. They have some discounts. But yeah, I would definitely start out with essentials and go from there. But if you're gonna do patches, honey, the patch software is amazing. And they just recently updated it because it used to be called something else. And with that update, they let us keep because it used to be called Merrily Patch. And so now, instead of with Merrily, because I had the old thing that was called Merrily, and so they upgraded it with Patchworks. And so with Patchworks, now you get everything. They gave you all those stuff. So even when they do their upgrades, they give you all the things with it, which I appreciate that. So I didn't have to repurchase anything. They gave me all the things that they had that came with it. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Joy. Yep. Um, Miss Ann said, "That's me. I crocheted for years. Years ago. No more for me. Easy peasy." Miss Linda Gray says, "I actually use Sew What Pro and the free and Brilliance." Yeah, I have Sew What Pro as well, um, and so it is pretty easy as well, and it's cheaper. Um,
Yeah, I
she
have
says, "I
that.
have the
I don't know
Brother
how to use
PE
it.
900."
I have that
And
too.
that's really what I
10.
wanted to do is
Mm-hmm.
patches. Okay. So for patches then, Miss Patricia, essentials, and definitely I would get the patch software. And you can make from that patch software, honey, you can make anything you want. Anything.
Or the book. Hmm. I haven't had a chance to look at the book.
Hmm. Yeah. Miss Beverly says she was fortunate that my Burnett B70 deco came with Creator 9. Oh, that's really good. Miss Joy, yes, dime is good to have just cause it's free. Okay. Miss Linda Gray says she has is that tool shed, but she hasn't used it. Best way to learn is to use it. Absolutely, Shay Shay. Absolutely. Look at that. Y'all see my little rocket? It's coming along. We got a heart forming over there. Oh, yes, ma'am. No problem. Um, I think uh-oh, it looks like I'm frozen. She says, I have
No,
used it and it works like in Brilliance, but in Brilliance. So I went with that. So what do you have, Miss Joy? You say you have something. I have used it.
Miss Ann said,
Okay.
I love tool shed. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. What is touche,
I don't know,
Miss
Miss Ann.
Ann? Has anyone ever bought designs from and the gram?
Is she gone? Because I don't hear her machine. I don't hear her. Never heard of that. I can see her machine, but I can't hear her. Can y'all hear me? Oh, tool shed is from Dime. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, Miss Linda. I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Pick one, learn that one. Otherwise,
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
same thing. Don't waste. Pick one. Like
Miss
read the
Sean,
review.
you keep coming, you keep going, you keep coming, you keep going. I don't know what's going on. And I can hear it right before it there you go. It's I don't know what's going on.
Hmm, I don't know either. Yeah, I see my picture went away on the other side. Yeah, my
Yeah,
thought
Miss
would
Joy.
be, um, yeah, my thought would be that pick one and learn that one first, and then afterwards, if you feel like you need another one, then go from there. But I would just pick one.
I like a brilliance, Miss Sean. My only thing
Mm-hmm.
is it doesn't hold trying to learn it, it doesn't keep me entertained.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mean to say entertained, but
Well, I know what you mean.
it doesn't, and I don't care who I go to. Now I can sit and watch you do something, but
Mm-hmm.
it just, and then so what? Miss Chris was trying to show me one night, child, ADHD girl, in this ear, out the other. Mm-mm.
Was that on So What Pro?
Yes, she was
Okay.
trying. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I own a lot of. I've been saying Angie Stone, Lord Jesus, what's the lady name is Amy, and
Uh-huh.
she was trying to show me how to convert things. Girl, bye. Thank you, Miss Chris.
Hmm. Yeah. So, I think the biggest thing is, yeah, I think the biggest thing is not, I don't think it's entertainment. I think it's the fact that if you can't grasp it within the first few minutes, then
That's
it's
there you
just
go.
like it's attention span. So like your attention span's like whatever, and you keep
Yeah, because I
going.
can't, and I don't like. I used to watch some people, and I know a lot of people watch certain people. Some people I can't watch them,
Hmm.
not even for 5 seconds. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, we're going over here to watch so and so. Enjoy. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I mean, I think it happens like that. Now your baby stopped over there.
I'm gonna tell you, I see what you're doing. I'm kind of jealous because here I am laying down applique and I don't have to.
Told you I wasn't photo
Hey,
applique today.
look at here. Let me tell you something. This rocket looking like it's about to blow off this paper. You'll see what I'm talking about. I say, wait a minute. And then I'm looking, that's why I kept looking at yours. And I'm like, oh, sneaky devil, sneaky devil. But I'm going to
Uh-huh.
tell y'all, I love watching Becky. And I love when she's doing Amy Bradley and some people. But
Yes.
I don't know how to take, excuse me, I don't know how to take some of the stuff and flip it and whatever.
Hmm.
That's why I said, okay, well, maybe you need to go ahead on and get the 2 and 3 of a brilliance. But why do I need the 2 or 3 of brilliance? I'm not want to digitize nothing. I mean,
Right.
I know it's good for making stuff, but yeah, I don't, and I know eventually I'm gonna buy it. I'm kidding to Shay Shay. I'm gonna buy it after a while. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the whole of brilliance, but I don't know. You got to take me back to kindergarten with certain stuff.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to take me back to kindergarten with certain stuff.
So now, and Brilliance does have a thing called thumbnail.
I
So
have that. I bought that.
get the if you get the thumbnail, that part you don't have to open up a file. You can actually look at the thumbnail of the file. It makes life
Yeah.
so much
You
easier.
put your mouse on there and the picture pops up. I have that. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. You told me to get that when I first got it.
Yeah. Um,
Look at Shay Shay talking about my sister. You right. I'm gonna buy it, but I don't know about all that. I really do want to get into patches. What's
so
the name of the book, Miss Shawn? I know the
which
book would
book?
do it easy for the book I got. The man gave me for free, the $500 book.
Oh, so that's the book for your machine.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it. It's like the training for the different books. But for Miss Marilyn, Becky is Power Tools with Threads.
Hmm.
So Becky is Power Tools with Threads. She comes on Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Central.
A.M.
Uh,
P.M.
I mean a.m. No, a.m. You're right. 8 a.m. Yeah, she used to come on at 7 a.m., but now she's 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Now, Miss Shawn, I think I could do a lot of quilts and stuff like this without all that cutting, because my rocket look like he's about to blow up. This came out nice. That is really nice. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really nice. But my rocket,
Yeah,
you
it's
see
looking
him
good.
sitting there looking like he about to take
Yeah,
off.
yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. Oh, Miss Linda Gray said she used to have a ton of and the gram files.
I don't
Um,
even know who that is.
Me either. I've never been there. I don't think I've been on Anagram at all.
Here come your friend, Miss Shawn.
Hmm. Oh, Miss Ann said her hubby wants her to have a computer for the robotics on the long arm. Not sure. Okay. Well, Miss Ann, if you like to talk about the long arm and the robotics for it, I like mine. Now, granted, I'm just getting into long arming, and so I didn't want to spend all that money. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to like it first, and I do love it. I really do love it, and so I've been thinking about um, designing files, and I did the horseshoe and all of that for the quilt that I'm working on now. So I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I like the automation part of it a lot. So yes. For those of you who are new, my name is Sean. I have Miss Linda with me of Crafting Cousins. We're here every Sunday from 6 p.m. until we finish whatever we working on and whatever we want to talk about. And we do all the things. So currently we are sitting in my embroidery space, and this is my big embroidery space. Um, and so this is where I have embroidery machines. I have 3 lasers in this room for my cutting things like this acrylic. Um, and yeah, so Miss Linda also has lasers and embroidery machines as well. And if you haven't already, whether you like the content or not, hit the thumbs up. I'm just saying. Why not? You sitting here anyway. Go on and do it. Like, you can do it. We believe in you. It's what Jesus would do. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let's see what else y'all saying here. Ah, and Angie says she struggles with embroidery software. So Angie, we can talk about that too. Um, Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, right? Shay Shay is so much on there. She does so much on her thing, and she longs arm. She actually, um, she has a king something quilter. Miss Ann, which long arm do you have? Do you have a grandma? Um, did you know thumbnail will open rhinestone files, SVG, all of them, not just in brilliance? Yes, ma'am. I did know that. I did know that. Um,
In that PE, I try to learn that PE software too. I do know I've learned, I think, more of that than I have of embrilliance for that lady. I think her last name is Mix or Mikes or something on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. I learned a lot from her. She showed you
Okay.
how to take your picture and upload it and fix it and stitch it out. And yeah, I learned a lot from her.
Okay. Oh, Miss Chris says she actually digitized designs for Anne the Graham back in the 90s. Look at that. Old school digitizer. Okay. And she says her site has a ton of free designs. Okay. Um, Shesha says, I just need 5 minutes in that room to get some thread. Girl, don't get into a fight.
What
I
room
will
she talking
fall
about?
up in here with my
Oh,
thread.
oh, I know she talking about. No, no, she can't. No, I just thought about it. No, mm-mm, no.
So Miss Joyce says, at first I downloaded both. Okay. Okay. APQS. Okay. Okay, Miss Ann. She has an APQS.
Do anybody have? You know what? I seen one off of Walmart, but you use your own sewing machine. And then I saw a young lady. She her husband made her one out of PVC pipes, and she
Talk
be
about the
getting it.
cutie. Talk about the cutie.
I don't know, but
It's
he made her one similar to that one I saw, and I off of,
mhm.
she said it cost him $30 to make for her, but they wanted 199 from Walmart. Yeah, Miss Joyce said finish reading what she said.
Huh? She said something about the first class.
They
I
have
read
both
it to
dime and
myself.
breeze do the same thing and have the same authors. Okay, I don't know. I can't tell you nothing about dime and all that. You want to talk about a
No,
crochet
she
needle?
was
We can talk.
oh. So no, she was just saying she was sold on in brilliance because she took the class in person to Applicate Getaways. So Miss Ann says my plan is to my grandkids to long arm my customers' books. Cutie Breeze, my friend has one. Miss Linda Gray says, yeah, they look. I mean, I've looked at them. I've seen them work at different shows, and they look really awesome. They really do. They look really awesome. Yeah, they look really awesome. Hey guys, if you're on your television, you can hit the up button. Hit the up button. Then you'll get the menu, and then you can go up and over and hit the thumbs up, boom, just like that. Be done. Let other people know that you're getting some good content. So who you trying to get to come to Applicate Getaway, Miss Joy? Shay Shay. I have the Cutie Breeze, but I haven't used it, y'all. Can roast me on that. What? Holy cow, Shay Shay. Am I reading that correctly? Get out of town. Ooh, girl, you got the Cutie Breeze. We won't roast you. Right, Miss Ann, we ain't trying to roast you for that. Oh my God. Shay Shay, did they tell you which brand it was? Because, honey, I'm going to need for you to get that Cutie Breeze out the box, girlfriend.
What is that, Miss Shawn?
The thing you were just talking about, where you can
Oh, I
use
know.
your one needle
I,
to,
I know Shay Shay. I know Shay Shay ain't said that. Mm-mm.
yeah, she just did. Yeah, really, she did. I
Oh,
heard. I
okay.
saw it. I saw it in the chat.
Mhm.
I saw
Mhm.
all that in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
All right. All right. We'll talk to you in a little bit, Shay Shay.
Ah. So Shay
She come
Shay,
out,
did the
I'll
guy
take it
tell
back.
you?
No, too late. Too late.
She said, "I'm gonna
You
delete
could
the message."
you should
Don't matter,
no,
girl.
no. Too late.
It's in the universe now. We know. Now we know. We
But
know now. Oh my god. Let's see.
busted.
Yeah, she busted for real, for real. Busted herself. Man, I want to know what long arm that gentleman had, what they were selling. So somewhere around there, Shay Shay, they're about to have this auction. I don't know. Because Becky is near you, and they were gonna be doing an auction on this lady that was a long arm and all that near you too. So I
Mm.
don't know.
Oh, Shay Shay.
What can you do with
Okay.
it? I had to walk away for a second. Oh, so it's actually like a long arm. The cutie is like a long arm.
Yeah, and I think you set your sewing machine on it or something.
Yep, there's a way to place your sewing machine so that you can actually quilt. Oh, he changed his mind. Okay. And have one ear to the ground. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Patricia says, "What can you do with it?" I had to walk away for a minute.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the cutie. So that cutie is for people who have a one needle machine. It's a frame where you can actually do long arming. Yep, it's a frame where you can actually do long arming. Miss Ann said it's a mid arm.
Yeah, cause you got this lady husband went and bought that PVC pipes and stuff, and he made her one.
Hmm.
I
He
said,
made her
"All
a
right,
whole
go
frame.
husband." He sure did. I said, "Okay, go ahead, husband."
Right.
I tell my husband build me one with some wood.
Oh God. But it's doable. There's so many things that can be made. It's just amazing. It's really amazing. I have to start working on. I got some things cut out that I need to start working on for my sales. Like my so it's summertime and I make those what I call they like I don't know, twirl things for outside.
Hmm.
And so I have a few of them cut, but I gotta heat them and get them ready. Kind of like, oh, here's one. This is an example. My little dog paw. So they kind of like twirl, but they can be outside and stuff like that. And in the wind, they shine and stuff. So I got this one. I have to make it twirl. It's a fleur de lis, but it's gonna be huge. And when it twirls, it's gonna twirl, twirl, twirl. But you heat it up. I heat it up. It's acrylic. It's a thick acrylic, and then it just spins. So I have some of those I have to get done, and then same for my earrings. I got to get my earrings cut, and I have all the pieces. She said she paid $600. Did you say auction? Hey, Miss Chrissy, welcome in. Shamika, they have long arms in some quilt shops that you can use, and you can test them out. That is very true. So a lot of the sewing stores and quilt stores where you purchase fabrics and machines, they actually have the cutie. Like I know my dealer, they have the cutie set up, they have some long arms set up, they have all of sewing machines and embroidery machines set up. But you can go in there, they'll let you use them, they'll let you test them out. Now, there are some quilt shops that will allow you to use their long arm for a certain dollar amount per hour or per inch or whatever that looks like. Um, and so yeah, there's that. So Miss Joy, that auction was an auction that was going to be held by a gentleman that lost his wife that had a whole lot of sewing and quilting equipment, and Becky from Power Tools with Threads was going to help him with it. So it sounds like from what Shay Shay said, he changed his mind, and so he's gonna wait. So, Shamika, when you come for Applique Getaway, we can go look at some. There'll be some. They they may have some in the Applique Getaway space, but we're not far from my dealer that I normally go to. We go look. We just go look. So just remind me when you get here, and we can go look. Um, oh, thank you, Miss Joy. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. She says, and all day the other day I didn't change. So there are so many stores and things here. So it's lots of stuff. No, I was reading what you said, Miss Joy. Looks like we're getting almost done. Miss Linda, how's yours coming? What's happening over there? Did she go get a Coke again? I don't even
No, your friend dropped her plate of food I just fixed for her, so I had to go fix her another one.
Oh no!
I told her she needed a job because she cost me a lot of money. It's time for her to go.
Oh no! So Miss Joy. So, oh yes. So like my dealer is not far from where you all are staying for Applique Getaway. And Mr. Randy, like when me, Miss Linda, and Miss Veronica went to Mr. Randy, Miss Veronica bought a machine. She left here on Sunday. Her machine arrived like Tuesday. Like she got her machine by Tuesday. She bought it on Saturday. She had it on Tuesday. Like he ships pretty quickly. And so he shipped it from here to North Carolina. So yeah. Miss Ann said Miss Linda left to go look for the word of the day.
Well, we already know what the word of the day is.
What is it, Miss Linda?
It's Shay Shay.
Oh.
Busted.
Oh. So now let me tell y'all. So these little bitty, these small mini quilts, they actually have mini quilt frames, and they have these little mini quilt things that you can have, that you can hang them on and put them in your space, which I think are super cute. They are super cute. But yeah, they have mini quilt frames. Yep. Look, Miss Joyce said embroidery is the word of the day. Yeah, Shamika, he does some really fast shipping. He's really good. Like I bought my 10 needle, all my brother machines came from there. And my Juki. As a matter of fact, my Juki came from him. So yeah, all my sewing stuff came from that same shop. Hands down. And my 10 needle, yeah, all my things, my serger, all the stuff came from him. Yes, Miss Chrissy. She said embroidery is amazing. Miss Ann says, Shay Shay, you are the word of the day. How special. Shay Shay said Miss Linda gonna get me after the live.
Sean, you need to come get your little friend, Jesus.
Hey Nelly Boo. So what's everybody working on? Anybody working on anything good today? I'm trying to think. If you are new to the live, I showed my little cross that I've been working on. I also showed my, no, that's not it. Where's the shirt? My cute little shirt. Oh, it fell. And I showed my handbag that I made last night on the live. So this is my shirt. I'm gonna wear. You know what? I'm gonna wear this for Juneteenth in honor of Sojourner Truth. But it's my little shirt, and then my cute little handbag. I'm gonna tell y'all what I like my handbag. It's almost like a bucket bag. It's got the nice tooling. Inside it is light gray, dark gray. There's nothing on the back. My front has my zipper. So Jesse says, laid back. It's love in the air, embroidery love. Oh, thank you. Yes, I love this bag. I can't wait. I'm making a little purse, a little wallet thing to go with it. Probably some type of little wristlet clutch. So that way I can have that to zip it. Yes. But this is looking good over here. The embroidery is looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. So will my purple one still have the same design? What purple one? Oh, the one I made the other weekend? It's already, that's done. Yeah, that purple one. I mean, I still have some of that leather too. Like I got a lot of that leather left because I bought that because I wasn't sure how I was going to do some of the other designs that I had in my head that I needed to just get out. So now I got some. No, that one. Okay. Yes, I can make a purple one for sure because I still have purple. The purple. I don't know that I have any purple faux leather, but I do have purple real leather, and that would be easy to make out of that too. Yes. That's one of those things. I'm thinking I'm going to probably make some more bags like that. I'm loving them. I am loving them, and it doesn't take me a whole day to make it. So that's good. Once I get those, once I get the straps made, that's probably the heavy lift. But if you go back and watch last night's live, where I just went live working, you'll see how I made the inside and all of that. And so I'm super excited about it. Now I just have to figure out. So there's more to come to this bag because I really want to figure out how. I think the magnets are great, but I want to do something to close it. So it may be like a flap or something that comes from here to here. It won't come down to this. It'll be like right off in here. So some type of closure. So I'm going to work on a closure for those people who don't like their bags open. All right. So we're almost done. Almost done. So I'm trying to put the border around it. That's what it's doing now. You need to teach us your path because you are evolving right now to leather persons. I know, but I still have a love for embroidery, so that's not going away. So my love for embroidery is definitely still there. Thank you. Um, Yep, I thought about a zipper panel on top, but I'm trying to make it more a little bit different because everything else that I was doing was with zipper panels. So I'm trying to, I want to stay away from that for right now. Because I do love me a good zipper packet on top. I do like that. But for this particular bag, I'm looking for something different. And I know all the designers right now are putting those zipper packets on the top, but I want mine to be different. I only have it running at 800. Who's gonna teach the serger? I'm gonna go back and watch that live. I woke up the last few minutes. Thank you. All right. We are in the last 8 minutes of this stitch out. I'm gonna put the set stitch down. Love embroidery too, as much as I love quote. I know. That's my problem now, Miss Ann. Like, I like all the things that I do. For example, the stuff that I do on the laser, just like I think I'm going to be 100% a force to be reckoned with making handbags. But the things that I make on my laser are ridiculous. Like, and same for Miss Linda. Miss Linda made this roulette game on her laser. It was amazing. So it's one of those things we put our mind to it. I don't know. She said she put my whole name out there. I'm with you on that, Shay Shay. Miss Linda got some stuff she could be putting on her channel. That's a good one. That's a good one, Miss Linda. The serger. Come on. I'll join you live. Teach me how to use my serger because it's sitting there with the cover on it. Like really sitting there with the cover on it. Yes. Ooh, I didn't realize that, Miss Joy. You make a dream catcher. Okay. Miss Ann says she keep. Miss Ann, hit the skip, delete. Look, let me tell you
My aunt
something.
gave me one
If
too.
I,
I ain't use it either. I learned how to thread it, but I ain't use it. It's sitting on the shelf. That's all I can tell you.
I know we need a surgery class, Miss Linda Gray. Calling Miss Linda Gray. That is something that we know you know how to do, and you can put it on YouTube. And look, we'll come on with you. You can show us, walk us through it. I'm here for it. So, Miss Ann, the Glow Forge. I like my Glow Forge, but let me tell you, if I had known what I know now, I probably would have had a different laser because for the price of the Glow Forge, there's so many other things you can get. And it was like literally, literally a easier lift. So look. Miss Beverly said hers is still in the box. Miss Chris said 5 minutes to show you. Okay, all right, Miss Chris. Because look, we trying to work on Miss Linda getting some content. You can have some content creators with you learning the sergers as she go live. Hello, hello. It's almost done. Yep, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. She could give us a surgery class. Look at that. I'd be willing to sponsor it with a Google Meets. I got a Google Meets that allows up to 1,000 people because of my business stuff. Excuse me. So yes, and if there's no time limit on it. So yes, ma'am. We can do it. We can do it. Let us know when you're ready. Because I sure do. I got a pretty one over here with all the little colorful things. I even got thread for it. Miss Linda got hers. Like, look, we can have a good old time searching away. Look, Miss Joyce said she even has Zoom.
Yeah, because I need to learn how to use the thing. My aunt gave me that surgery 2 years ago, probably. So
I
yeah,
know I done
let
had
me
mine a
know,
long
Miss Linda.
time.
I'll be there.
It's like you got people. Ooh, Miss Ann said she know how to, and I used the serger when I was at the sewing expo last year. I used the serger, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fun because like the way they were doing stuff, like we were serging those pattern weights. Remember, I made the pattern weights. We were serging that. Christy said she made a dress, a pillowcase, and a moo. All right, sounds like we got some surgery time coming up. Stay tuned.
Let's don't talk about that movie. Chrissy, touch your nose, man.
Oh, roll him. Okay. Okay. I meant roll him. Okay. Right. Look, Miss Joyce said, come through, Miss Linda, with a commitment. Come on through, Miss Linda Gray. Make sure we got a commitment. What's the time and date that's gonna be working for you? We'll all come. Oh my God, Miss Patricia, you made a cardigan with it. Look, Miss Linda, I'm ready.
Hmm?
Miss Linda Gray, whenever you're ready, let us know. We'll be here. Because I got things in this head need to come out. And I think the surgery would be the perfect tool for it. Yes, yes. All right, mine is in the short rows of being done. Miss Beverly says she gonna take a sick day for it. I'm with you, Miss Beverly. I'm with you. I just take a vacation day. But yes, I am so with you. Yes, ma'am. Shamika says, I'll show up and don't even have a surgery. There you go, Shamika. Look. Shamika's like, let me figure out if I need one of these or not. Yes. Okay, Miss Linda, she says she has made some little girl outfits. Oh, you have some little girl outfits to make. Oh, that means you're gonna be pulling out the serger for real. Okay, Miss Patricia said she just want to get a little bit more comfortable because she doesn't use it that often. Jesse says, me too. Oh, you do, Miss Chris. Okay, Miss Chris said she used her serger more than she used her sewing machine. All right, y'all ready for this? Yay. Okay.
applique.
What you say?
Better than applique, girl. And something else I don't like about Kimber Bell, them jump stitches.
What's that?
Them jump stitches.
Oh yeah. All right. Now everybody gets to see mine. Here we go. This is it. That is it.
Come to the screen. You gotta come to the screen, honey.
Oh, I did. I'm coming back over here. All right. Let's go over here. So this is what it looks like.
Let me
Little
see.
popsicle.
Hey, girl, that looks so good without the applique. Ain't God good?
And see, all I got to do to add the back is I left an opening where I can connect it here and across to stitch down so I can connect my backing.
That is good, child.
But
That's
it's
why I
super
said, why?
cute. I like it. And you see the stippling? I made the stippling. So let's move back a little bit. See how the quilting is in here? And I made that
Mhm.
quilting to be white so that it would match. You see it, Miss Linda? Can you see the quilting?
Yeah, that came out really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could find a quilt like that.
Yeah.
Tired of this applique. Gotta stop, cut, stop, cut, stop, cut.
Thank you. Miss Chris said I made a puff quilt using a serger using the serger only. And oh, for the binding. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all. I like it too. And what she says, I make 15-minute sweatshirts with the serger only. All right, Miss Chris. I just have to get more comfortable. Yes. Look at her with them scissors. Oh, I will post the time and date in Sean's group. Thank you, Miss Linda. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mom. Thank y'all. I like it. So I will do the binding and all of that and sew it. And the this week's quilting 101 will be on binding. Okay. So just so you have a heads up, I'm gonna finish it with the binding and all that on quilting 101. And so that way, and you see how this is how I put I keep my mighty hoop with this on the wrong way. So this is how I keep my mighty hoops, how I store them, like that.
Oh, I don't store my magazines like that. But okay.
Marilyn said, "At Chris, if you come on with me, I bet that 15 minutes stretches into 90." Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's
Hey,
go back
Sean,
to
why
Miss
they got
Linda.
once you get these popsicles done, when these popsicles
Uh-huh.
get done, why they want you to go around another stitch? I mean, it's done.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to keep it. I don't know. Keep it down. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit interesting, I think.
Yeah, Kimber Bell. That's why you have to really be careful when you looking at her stuff. Because if I'd have known this stitch was in there, it'd never happened.
Miss Beverly said, Linda, I appreciate you showing us who have single machines. Yes.
Oh, I love mine. My 4x4 especially. That's my number one queen now.
Mm-hmm.
I love my 4x4.
Yep. Yes. And I use my single needle machine too. It's just not that often. I've been using it lately. I've been using it lately with what? So I've been using it lately with the sew along project with Shay Shay. So I've been using my single needle. But I'm telling y'all, my single needle bought my 10 needle, which bought my 15 needle. So every machine paid for the other machine.
I love my
So
4x4. And then when I learned about that 5x12 repositional hoop, it was on from there.
mhm. Now you know what? Maybe that's what you should do. This in the chat. Does people have repositional hoops, and do you know how to use them? Because Miss Linda be working that repositional hoop. Let me tell y'all,
Girl,
she
yeah,
sure does.
honey. I love that thing,
This
honey.
is
What?
beautiful. This is beautiful. I like it. So cute. She says, "Love all my machines." Miss Ann says, "Love all my machines," and I'm so thankful. Yes. Miss Joy said, "Marilyn, you're retired. We got you forever." um.
Yeah, that repositional hoop when somebody wants to go bigger. Yep. Yes, Jess. I
Oh
love my
no.
repositional hoop.
Marilyn said they just lost power, so my internet will go soon. Hopefully, it comes back on.
Be safe, Miss Marilyn.
So, Miss Joy, from a single needle perspective, let me tell you, and I'm quite sure both Miss Linda and Shay Shay can tell you that from a single needle perspective, it's going to be one of those that has the biggest hoop. So if you get the largest hoop you can afford, is what I always say. Miss Linda has a bunch of machines over there. Miss Linda, she's asking what machines you have for your single needle.
I have the NS 1150E, and I have the Brothers 3. I'll be right back. 3 something.
Okay.
I have the
Hey, Miss Linda, she don't realize she don't have on her headphones.
You talking
Hey,
to
Miss
me?
Linda. Yes, ma'am. You still got on your headphones?
Yeah, I got my headphones on. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Y'all didn't
Okay.
hear me?
We can. No, we did
I got the
not.
SE3 something. I know it's the Brothers SE3 something. It's a sewing machine and embroidery. And then I got the SQ 1150E.
Okay. And is that the 4x4? You have a 4x4 too, right? You got a
Yeah,
four
that's
by
the
four
SE.
and.
It's the easy 360, 350, 380, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's the one that's the one I really that's my first one. I got it from Brothers website. I love that
Okay.
one now. Hmm.
Both of her machines will take the repositional hoop.
Yep. Then I see where Miss Chris was saying you got to know how to break it up, not in the Brilliance. If you go in the Brilliance software and you put that 5x12 repositional hoop in there, it automatically busts the design up for you itself.
Yes. Yep. And Miss Joy likes bigger because she said that to me. And I know that she's been making some amazing patches. And so with that, yeah, she will definitely want. some a bigger one.
Yeah, if I knew what I knew when I bought my first 4x4, it wouldn't have been that.
Hmm.
It'd have been way bigger than that. Yeah, you're right, Shay Shay.
So last time I went to AG. Wait, what? Y'all know last time I went to AG,
She wanted a single needle.
I w-
She said both my husband. This time when I go, both my husbands don't know about. Okay, I don't.
wait a minute. You won a single needle at Applique Getaway last year? Is that what you're saying, Miss Joy? Laptop. You won a laptop? I don't know. Tell us what you won in a different sentence and don't put nothing else in there, but I won and whatever that was. Um, Miss Beverly say I will have to see if my machine has those hoops. Oh, last time I went to AG, I won a laptop. So my husband thinks this time I could win a single needle. Okay. Okay. Yeah, tell your
Um,
husband, put that on out there in the atmosphere. That's amazing. The last
the
time I went to
reposition.
Applique, I won this tower. I'm sorry, Miss Linda.
No, she. I think she was saying something about she got to see if she got that hoop. You have to order that hoop. I got mine from the reposition. I got mine from Amazon, but you have to order it.
Yes. So, Miss Beverly, so with your machine, depending on what machine you have, you should be able to order see if your machine if they make one for your machine.
Yeah, yeah, because mine's broken. But yeah,
Wait a minute, you bought a laptop at Applique Getaway? I think you said your husband. Okay, so I read this last time you went to Applique Getaway, you won a laptop. So your husband is thinking that this time when you go to Applique Getaway, maybe you will win a single needle. She said, "Stop talking so loud." I was talking over the machine. So you bought the laptop, but you told your husband you want it. Oh, okay, okay. I'm there now. Oh my god, that's hilarious, Miss Joy. That is hilarious. Okay, okay, I get it now. I'm there. Finally, it took me a few minutes, but I'm there. Holy crap! Oh my god, that is funny. Oh my god. Miss Patricia says she purchased her repositional hoop from Amazon as well. I need to see if I can get a repositional for my single needle. I want bigger hoops for my single needle. Yeah, Angie. That's always a good thing. Yeah. Repositional hoops. So they have they also have some magnetic hoops for some of the single needles as well. Jess says she got a set of hoops from Amazon for her brother SC2000 that included three hoops and a repositional for a really good price. Look at Miss Linda
yeah,
showing hers. She's
yeah. It comes in a kit. It comes in a kit. It comes this repositional, the small ones, but it comes in a kit.
look, Miss Ann says she did the same thing, Miss Joy. So you got some good company over there telling him it was one,
Here
but
you
it was
go.
purchased.
Somebody was supposed to come. Now hold on. Let me see if I can do it this way. I'm gonna hide the name on the front, but somebody's supposed to come pick this up. Okay, let me see if I can hide their name. But here's the
Okay.
whole kit.
So stand it up the other way so we can actually see the name. Cause like, yeah, there you go. So come down. There you go. So that's the 4-in-1.
Yep, and that's the repositional hoop with your other hoops in there. Yep.
Yes. Um, she said her single needle is a Burnett. I think that was Miss Miss Marilyn said she needs to win some mighty hoops.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, that's nice. I am. Yeah.
Yeah, Shay Shay says Shay Shay said her husband be on her channel, so she can't get away with that. And Shamika says she has a magnetic hoop from Dime for her single needle. Ah, excuse me, Miss Linda Gray says she needs to win a 15 needle.
She got a nice machine. What's wrong with it?
No, well, she has a 6 needle. She says she wants a 15 needle.
Oh, yes, yes.
Miss Joy says so she's willing to buy a single needle while she wait for the multi needle to fall from the sky. All right, Miss Joy. All
Don't
right.
get hitting the
Never
head
know
on the
what
wall now.
happens. Never know what happens. Look, Miss Linda Gray says, or fall in my yard gently.
She said gently. I understand.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Look, don't get in no trouble. Don't get in no trouble. Look, it's almost done now, Miss Linda. It's making those making the
Girl, for
watermelon.
that watermelon.
Yeah, the watermelon is super cute. It says living the sweet life. Oh, Shay Shay. If I'm not mistaken, I think um this is the toolbox you were talking about, right? I have a lot of these around my house. Some hold my needles. This one actually has like some tools up at the top, including my very good pair of scissors and a really good awl. Like, I mean, it holds. Look there, I got a big pair of scissors in there, and then I have my tool. Then I have these scissors in here, which I love. These scissors, aren't they cute? These are snips. Um, but I have, and I was look. I've been looking for these, and they up in here. I was wondering where these were. They up in here. For taking my stuff off, and that's just the top part, and then it's 2 little drawers, which I have pliers and um all kinds of little stuff in here. My little tools. I got all kinds of little stuff in here, and then I got cleaning supplies up here, scrapers and stuff like that. But I like these. And some people are engraving on them. I've seen people engrave stuff on the top, make it into something really cute. Mine just stay plain. I ain't got time. Yep, I seen the pink one. There's a green one. There's purple. There's blue. Miss Linda, what color did you get?
For what?
Those little cobalt drawers.
Oh, I got white.
Remember the little?
I got 2 pink, a black, and a white.
Okay. Yeah.
My husband got the black one. But now they
Miss
got
Joy
it all
said, "I'm
different colors.
conceited."
Mhm.
She said, "I'm
Yeah,
conceited. I have
everywhere.
stickers to stick
Mm-mm.
everywhere." Miss Linda Gray says somebody found one at Harbor Freight. I need to stop by there. Yep, I did see some at Harbor Freight. Um, and yep, I saw the pink ones. Jess says she has pink 3-drawer ones. Oh, there's a 3-drawer one. This is just 2 drawers. I got
Well, you
it's
got
2
2 drawers
drawers and the
and the
top
top
part.
open. Hmm.
Yeah. Rosalind had the pink in her store. I've seen the green online, and I want the green, but I
Shamika said
haven't
she need to see
found
what you're
it. So
talking
I will.
about, Miss Shawn. Show
Oh,
Shamika
okay.
what you're talking about.
I know mine is heavy, so I'm trying to pick it back up.
It is heavy. I heard they got them in all
So
different colors
it's
now.
they do. So it has the drawers. This one has a drawer here, a drawer here, and then
Yep.
one right here. Good night,
Bye, Jesse.
Jesse. Happy Father's Day again.
Good night.
So that's what it looks like, Shamika. Little tool chest. I gotta stand up and put that down before I hurt myself. That thing heavy. It's little but heavy. Yep, little but heavy. The watermelon is super cute. What size did you make, Miss Linda?
Uh, 7, because I wanted to make sure you go both
Okay.
ways in my hoop.
Okay. Yep, I did 7 by 7 as well.
Yeah, I don't like these jump stitch. That's one thing I don't like about Kimmerbell files, the jump stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I love my table on my machine, child. Well, I can eat while I watch the
Oh.
thing work. I'm glad I caught that. Glad I caught that steal. I mean, deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a deal. That was a deal. Um,
And there's something else I love about that
so
container too.
yeah.
You know the little magnet things you put on the side of your that you put on your sewing machine. All of my little magnet things are stuck right
Mm-hmm.
to it. I don't have to worry about. Oh my God, where's the bucket for this? Nope, I stick them all on the side of the thing. So when I need, I just go there and grab them. Your little guides and stuff.
Uh-huh. It is. Well, and it's good to make you a whole different one, right? So yeah, so like you literally could have a little container stuck to it to hold some stuff.
She says I
So
moved
yeah, that's a
4
good
kitchen
idea.
cabinets and a tabletop Friday with no help. They look amazing. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Sharika. They have the unfinished
Mm-hmm.
cabinets and stuff at Lowe's. They even have the one you build. The one you build yourself is way cheaper than the one that they already
Mm-hmm.
have put together. But I'm looking at that too.
Okay. Okay. Don't we set our sewing rooms up that we love? Yes, we do. Let me tell you. So I was thinking today, um, about like I want this room here that I'm sitting in because I have the lasers. Like I have scrap wood and scrap, uh, lots of scrap acrylic. So, but for Christmas and all of that, I'm going to take a lot of that scrap, and that's what my earrings and stuff are going to be made from. But I'm going to I'm probably going to run a little deal on some of my scrap earrings. But what I'm thinking about right now is how I can minimize these scraps. Like I want them out of here. I want them
Hmm.
out of here,
Yeah.
and I want them used. And the pieces that ain't used, let's go. Let's get it out of here. So stay tuned because there will be some cutie patootie, in the words of Mac, cutie patootie earrings and things that I'm gonna cut on the laser, as well as I'm planning to cut some ornaments because I love ornaments. Ornaments are so beautiful. So,
Look at there.
ooh, yes, Habitat for Humanities is really good.
Hmm. If you got one close by, yeah.
Yeah, they normally have some really good stuff that you can use. So that's a great idea. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? There was something else I had thought about a minute ago that I was going to show you all, but I don't know what that is now. Went away. Just went away. Miss Linda in the short rows with her watermelons.
No, I'm on the words now. It's just the blue. You know, I haven't used the blue. You know, I used to put my stuff. You know, and it started the thing started
Mm-hmm.
shriveling up, started fraying, so I had to cut it
Fix
off, and
that.
mhm, but they ain't acting right tonight. I don't know what's wrong with them. They must be having a birthday.
um. Oh, yes, ma'am. So, yes, ma'am. So, the ornaments, the earrings, all of them will definitely be posted on my online store. And so, I can't wait. Like last year for Christmas, and I was playing when I was doing a couple of shows, I did a lot of late night lives while I was making the earrings and stuff like that. And so people were actually make watching me make earrings. So like I bend them, I heat the acrylic, I change the acrylic, like literally change it. It is so cool how heat can help you with bending and changing and all that. So I'm going to do that again so that you can see them being made. And I use my earring backs and the things that I use are all nickel free. And I get them from this company that that's one of the things that they specialize in. So I think people are gonna love it. I'm planning to make some to target to like things that we can do in our crafting community. Especially, I love like these little things are so cute. And you think about it. So like this one, I'm gonna put like Honey's name in it, and so I'll be able to engrave a name on them, stuff like that. And this is an ornament. This is a Christmas ornament that I made just as a thing last year. So it's a doggy Christmas ornament, and customize it with a name engraved in it. And this one's actually gold, and it's mirrored gold. And so something like this just goes for like $12, um but yeah, really cool. What do you need to learn, Miss Ann? Would you say you need to learn? Oh, thanks, Denzel. And so this just has a pause. So I what I will do is the one for the kitties. I can actually do one for the kitties, and I don't know, maybe I can make this into grass, and so it'll be for the cats because they like the catnip. But maybe there's something else I can change it to. I'm trying to think what else kitties like, because we always put dogs with a bone, but cats like things too. So put a mouse there or something like that and put the cat's name on it. I don't know. Oh, yes, I can show you how to do this. Very, it's I can definitely show you how to do this. Like I can do maybe we can do this on one live or something. But yeah, I can definitely show you how to do this. Very cool. Um, and it'll be one of those days because like some days when I work from home, she says my cat likes to sleep. Oh, a ball of yarn. That would be cute. But I would probably have to change this into something like cat ears or whiskers or something so that the paw is in. I gotta figure that out. But a ball of yarn would be cute under the bottom, but I wouldn't want it to be two circles. So something a little different. I remember that too, Miss Joy. The person that's bring the bone carries the bone. I remember that. All right. Okay, so last thing I'm gonna ask for today. What goals do you have for next week? So anybody have any big goals for next week? For me, my goal for next week is to complete my testing and getting through the things that I want to have. I also need to plan for my demo days that I'm going to do at the Sacramento Bag Sack and Sew. So I need to plan what I'm going to demo there. because I've been invited to do some demos. And then what else for next week? Get my orders out because I have a big order of shirts. I'm glad we only worked 4 days this week. I know. We only, yeah, 3 days because Thursday's the holiday. So, yes. Ooh, Miss Joy, you're having your 4K giveaway on Monday. Okay. Okay. Monday, 6 p.m. Miss Linda, apparently you are doing some surging, and I'm here for all the surging moments. I am here for all the surging moments. We'll make you a shirt or something. Surgent trainer instead of sergeant, surgent trainer. Miss Ann says she's gonna finish up a t-shirt quilt, 6 more quilts, and harvest vegetables. Ooh. So Miss Ann, what vegetables are you do you have planted? Yeah, what vegetables do you have planted? I need to plant my little stuff on my counter. So I have like my counters. Yeah, it's 3 days for me too, Shamika. Ooh, Terry says she's gonna learn her Juliet and scan and cut and press her Juneteenth shirts. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. Right, Miss Joy, surgeon training. She's gonna be the surgeon in charge. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Miss Linda, does that mean you're done, girl?
Yes, yes, yes. Soon as I can
Okay, let me.
find my, I was looking for my rotary. I can't find. Oh, there it go right there. Wow, as Christina would say, it's up under something. Okay, you know I'm gonna redo this, right?
Oh, she says she's gonna cut her applique piece. Yes, ma'am. Let's what you gonna do? What you gonna do? She says she's gonna cut her
Oh, I
applique
already started.
pieces for
Yes, I
her new
started
tree
that.
skirt project.
Yeah, I started that already,
The
Miss
tree
Linda.
skirt project.
I already started that. I already got some of
Hmm.
them done. Actually, I got all
Okay.
the things in the top middle done. All of them are done. Okay.
Okay.
I don't
Look
like
at
the
that.
applique. Yeah, I don't like the
You
applique.
okay?
Yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
shoot, over here. Okay. Yep,
Okay.
but that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute. It is
Thank you,
so
but
cute. It
I
looks like
don't
we
like
used
that.
about the same colors.
I only use red, white, and blue, but you had to use green. You know.
Of course I did, because I wanted to match the watermelon. I mean the rind.
hmm Yep. But I
Had to
think
bring
that
in some more.
came out really good. That came out
It
really
did.
good. Let me edge that up.
Shay
That
Shay
came out
said
really
Miss Linda, the overachiever. And
good. Yeah.
then Christina says, whatever. Miss Joy says, I'm the teacher's pet.
I don't know what
So
you're
let me
talking
tell
about.
y'all quickly about Christmas in July. So I am working on our pattern for Christmas in July. My mom says it's cute, Miss Linda.
Thank
Shamika
you,
says,
Mama.
why don't you like it, Miss Linda? It's cute.
Because the applique part. Don't get me started on not appliquing, because girl, I'm gonna be stitching all kind of stuff. I like that. I like it that you didn't have to go through all that stop, cut, stop, cut. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like that.
I put a cookie in my mouth.
All right, there
Ooh,
she go.
Miss, that is cute.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to pray about that rocket, but that was fun.
Miss Ann says she has pumpkins, watermelons, tomatoes, acorn squash, green beans, lima beans, peas, cucumbers, peppers, eggplants, herbs
I need to come
galore,
over there.
and more. I know, right?
I need to come by there.
Ooh wee. Tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
Hey, so
And
crafty Liz.
hey Liz, I love the acorn squash too, because you can make you some squash and some put some meats in there. Some I like some
Mm,
what is it,
mm.
shrimp? I like shrimp in mine. So for our quilt along, I am working on the pattern for the Christmas in July table runner, as well as a um what's the other part called? So it was the table runner, and then what's the other little thing? The table mat. And so I'm also finishing up the applique pieces if you want to applique it. So it'll be where but you don't have to. So it's going to be up to you. It's going to be nice and small to where you'll be able to do it in a hoop, then connect it if you want. So it'll be an in the hoop project for those. And for those who want to sew it, you can sew it. So you can, it's going to be very versatile. So you can do it either way. But I plan to have it done so that you all can work on it for starting on the 4th of July. So you'll be able to start on 4th of July. But I'm going to tell you, Miss Linda and I will have a premiere on 4th of July working on it. So that way,
Wait.
hmm,
Um, I don't. Okay, that's
the
Friday. Okay.
premiere, the premiere is a recording.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because I'll be MIA. That's why I was saying. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
it's premiere is a recording. So here's what's happening. So Sunday Funday on the weekend of
The
Sunday
sixth.
the
Sixth.
6th
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a recording because I'm going to be somewhere in the world on my motorcycle and not here Sunday Funday. So I'm
Oh,
going to be on
okay.
vacation,
All
and
right.
because I'm going to be somewhere in the world on my motorcycle, you guys will get, and I'm trying to tell you now. So like it's just like June early. So this way, so you'll know we will still have a premiere at 6 p.m. on Sunday Fun Day, but we will not be live because again, I'm gonna be on my Harley somewhere in the world. So yeah, I'm gonna be out riding. I'll be headed back home by then, but I'm gonna be out riding. Um, and so when I get back, I'll definitely be happy to share photos and all that kind of stuff because it's gonna be fun. We're riding. I always tell people we ride our Harleys to Hilton's and very expensive resorts. So that's what we're doing, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Well, I'll be on vacation, but I'm not sure where I'll be at. I know I'm supposed to be in Florida, but I don't know what part.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right.
So we finished our mini quilts. I will be so this week's quilting 101 lesson will be on binding. So I'll be binding this and I'll show you all about that. So binding will be the next quilting 101 class. But I think we're done. Miss Linda, what you think?
I love it. I love it. I love that. Is all. Do you know if the whole kit is like this? Because I might could do
I
that.
think
And girl, turn me a movie on. Girl, I'll probably have 5 of these done. Hey.
Look, so here's the other thing about these mini quilts. You see how these are blocks, right? Now, it did not have this border. I added the border, but you can
Mhm.
always do that. And then you can make this, you're right. We can make this into like a quilt about the different things. So, like all the different events based on what she has. And I think they're all like this.
Girl,
And
you
so
should
there you
show me
go.
this. Hey. 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 Show me this.
So Miss Joy, I don't know yet. I got to get it recorded, so I'm not sure. It'll be sometime this week. I don't know. I got to record it because I had to make this first, then I can go bind it. Then I could go bind it. I might try binding it later on. I got to go eat dinner first because I'm starving now. But yes. So guys, I'm so excited. I'm so thankful for all of you for joining us today. We appreciate you. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up because that helps the channel. Miss Linda, as always, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting
Appreciate
me.
it.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Ann. Miss Ann, you good with Shay Shay as the word of the day, or do we need to use a different word?
Shay
The word
Shay.
of the day was Shay Shay.
Because she already knows she in trouble. She already knows she in trouble. Busted. Busted.
Oh,
Why
thank
is
you,
somebody putting them?
Shamika. Thank you. We try to have fun and then just show different things. And look, just for the record, hey Liz, you still here? I made a purse last night.
Oh, yes.
Because
That could
let
be
me
the
tell
word too,
y'all,
Miss Joy.
if you all are not following Liz, please go follow her channel. Let me tell you what, Liz be over there making all the things, all of the things. Let me tell
Can
y'all,
she tell us what
and
her
it's so
page is?
crafty, Liz.
So
It's
crafty
so
what?
crafty, Liz. So
Okay.
crafty, Liz.
Is that YouTube?
And it's on YouTube. So crafty Liz. And so she makes all the things. Like I watched her serge and make her husband a shirt. It is great. She also makes handbags and she teaches people about bags. But I'm trying to look, Liz, to see. I haven't seen anybody make this bag. I had dreamed about this bag, and so I made it. It's more like a little bucket bag. And then I did these little pointed things here on the edge. And I used my tool and stuff. And so, and then the inside is just open with some slip pockets. But super cute. Hold on, I gotta stand up in my chair. I like it. Super cute. But I was trying to make sure I didn't copy somebody's bag, but I remember I dreamed about it, and so I wanted to make it. So I made it last night.
Okay, I went to her page and I clicked on her first video. You guys go check out Miss Liz page, join her page. I'll be on there in a few
Yes.
minutes as soon as we come off of here because I'm gonna get me something to eat
Yes.
too.
So Liz makes all good stuff too. So
Thank
and
you.
she comes on
Thank you.
Sundays. She was
Mhm.
on earlier today sewing. So please check out So Crafty Liz and go join her channel. She needs some subscribers. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna show our thing
Thank you.
again, our mini quilts,
It came out
and we're
cute.
gonna do some binding. Yes,
Miss Shay
yes.
say I need to go. What she say? Mean visit Miss Liz craft room. Girl, Miss Liz gonna
Baby, let
call
me
the
tell you
police on you.
something.
She gonna call the police on you, honey.
Miss Miss Liz got some beautiful machines in that room, like all of us. Like all of us, because Shay Shay over there talking. Shay Shay, we won't get that cutie out of the box, ma'am.
Okay, so I want to show you something, Miss Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? I want to show you
Yes, I'm
something.
ready. Yes, ma'am.
So I was doing
Okay.
something earlier with this semi project.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same
That
thing
is
we just
cute.
did. Okay, guys, it's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing we just did. And then there's this stuff
Okay.
that we have at Dollar Tree. I call it vellum, but I don't know what the name of it. A plastic vellum. This is what I laid down on top of that fabric.
Oh,
It comes
wait a
in a
minute. Why
roll
does it
at
look
Dollar
like
Tree,
DT? It looks like DTF.
but it's not. And I laid it down, and that's what I was testing stitching before we started. This is really nice.
Okay.
This is what I was doing. And Miss Shawn, it feels just like, oh my God, it feels good. That's what I was doing before we started.
Okay.
Yep. And see, if you're a person
So
like
Miss
I put my stuff out and I don't let people go touching stuff when I hang up stuff for the holidays and stuff. I don't like you to touch. So I call it vellum, Miss Ann. I don't know what this is. It comes in. If Miss Shawn can give me a minute, I can show you all of them. It comes in all. This is for the 4th of July. They have red.
Okay,
They
yeah, you
have
can show us. You can show us. Does it
yeah.
have like a sticker on it or anything?
It does, but I pull that one
Look,
off.
Miss Linda Gray says she needs your purple cabinet. Ah, yes.
So it we already know it's the DT store. Comes in all different. This is for the 4th of July.
So what
There's
does the sticker say? It's a sticker on that one on the end, that blue one. What does it say?
distributor. Tell you the company. It
Yeah,
says
it does.
table runner. That's all it says. It says table runner. It's right there in the front. As soon
What?
as you
A
go in
table runner.
DT, yeah. As soon as you go in DT, and I'm telling you, Miss Shawn, it feels like DTF, but it's not. I call
Mhm.
it vellum. I'm thinking it's vellum. I wouldn't put no heat to this, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna stitch this out and see how it come out.
Okay, please post a picture in the Facebook group
Yeah, but
because
I say
it
vellum
looks
with a
very
design.
pretty right now.
Yeah, it's I say vellum with a
Yeah.
design. But yeah, you get blue, red.
Mhm.
They had a lot other ones for 4th of July. I didn't get those. I only got the
Mhm.
ones that I liked. And I said, man, I want to try this on something. But like I told you, you know that stuff we made them
Mhm.
candy bags
The
out of
the
and made them
candy
out of
bags,
wire.
yes.
I think you could put that on
Yep.
for this and heat it, and it'll be there.
Oh, okay, so if you guys, so like maybe what was that? Like maybe 3 years ago. So maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we actually took candy wrapper bags and made little pouches. So we made zipper pouches. And what
Mm-hmm.
we did was we took the heat vinyl
Hmm.
and put it over the top of the candy bags to make it more sturdy and all of that to make
And we
these
quilted.
bags. So we
Mm-hmm.
made zipper bags and we quilted it. We quilted it too and made zipper
Yep.
bags.
I made a Snicker
Yeah.
in an M&M's
Yeah.
bag. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. I did almond joy and I
Mm-hmm.
think Oreo and almond joy. Yeah. But we made bags out of them. Christina says it's like cellophane. And then Miss Liz said, Miss Linda, that her husband air sprayed it purple. It was white.
Hmm.
That's when Miss Ann said that's when she started watching us when we were making those bags.
Yeah, we got a lot of requests to redo that and all, but that was and
Mhm.
it was a few of us I thought, but that was a fun project. Honey, I couldn't wait to eat that whole bag of M&Ms just to get the bag. But I really enjoyed that. Yes. Hmm.
Oh my
Yeah, Miss
goodness.
Ann, you've been with us
Yes.
a long time, Miss Ann. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
But that's
fun.
what it
It's
feels
always
like to
fun.
me. It feels like DTF, but it's like vellum. You can buy vellum,
Okay.
in the stores with decorations on it. But I thought this was cute, and I said I want to see what happened if because you could do January through December, make a quilt thing, whatever, and just place this in between.
Mhm.
Came out nice though. That's why I said I gotta show her this. Hmm.
Okay. 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 All right. Well, anything else? Anything else, Miss Linda? And
They
then Miss
didn't have.
Ann, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put it down. Make myself a note. So we'll do something. I'll go live or something to show how I'm making these things fan out. So it's
Hmm.
literally with the heat. But
Yep.
this is a clear one. But by the time I'm
Hmm.
done with this, I'm gonna make it speckled so that you'll be able to see it more. But it's gonna definitely be speckled. And I did have a LSU colored one for gold, and then I'm gonna have one for New Orleans Saints color as well, so black and gold.
You have
But yeah,
tried that
so
too. Yeah. I just don't like you miss
you
a
try.
touch that thing with your hand. That right there. When you heat the
Hmm.
acrylic, yeah, that thing hot, honey. I said, let me put this down.
Yeah. Oh, I have to have my gloves on. You got to have your heat
Mhm.
gloves. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
things you need first. Like I have my heat gloves. I have this heat protective. It's like a silicone, but it's for heat. I have
Mhm.
that laid down. So, and then my big old heat thing, and then I have some things that look like curling irons, but they're for bending
Mm.
acrylic.
Mhm.
And so I use those too. So yeah, but when you got 5 lasers around the house, you got to have something like that. So got to step my game up so that for Christmas, the Christmas items are different. And so my mind has been going. I have several things that I will be showing you all in the group once I get them done. And again, like this cross, see how it looks? I love this. I really like it because
Ooh,
it's
you
stained.
gotta
It
put
looks
a
like
light
stained
behind
glass.
it. Put the light behind it.
Yes.
Put the light behind it.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be hanging. So I'm gonna make the ones for the Christmas tree as Christmas ornaments. So then you'll be able to, once the Christmas tree light hits it, it'll look like stained glass. The lights off the Christmas tree.
You need to send me one of them so I can test it on my tree. Cause I have trees everywhere. Child. I put them on my tree. We take some pictures. Click, click, click,
Okay.
click, click,
Okay.
click. I'm a big Christmas baby. I'm a big Christmas baby.
look,
Yes, I am.
look what Miss Sherry said. She says I tried to make a little zipper bag for Target bag from Target bags that are pressed together, my first and last sewing project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The creative minds God gives us. I know you're right, Miss Ann, because like I'm always something like stuff just been waking me up lately to make. And so this is one of them. I have a box that I'm gonna show y'all that literally has been on my mind too. So I'm gonna make that too. But yeah, so more to come, more to come, more to come. I'm excited.
Yeah,
What
I need
she
to test
say?
it out, Shay. I need to test that light out on my Christmas tree. I need to test it out, make sure the lighting's right, and put it in the right spot. You know what I'm saying, Shay? You got me. You got me.
Sean, that's the one for the stand. Oh,
Grandmother
really?
grave.
Okay.
Sean, that's the one for the stand grandmother's grave. Oh,
With a light
okay.
on it. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. That would be pretty. Miss Jennifer not
Okay.
even in here, but that would be very
Mm-hmm.
pretty. Okay. I got you, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, a big wooden one too. Yep. Okay. All right. Anything else, Miss Linda?
No, ma'am. It's good. Thank you all for coming and spending time with us. We really appreciate you. Mama says with a light on it. Thank you all. Thanks,
Mm-hmm.
Shay. The word of the day.
Shay Shay is the word of the day. All right,
Yeah,
Shay
she
Shay
knows
for the word of the day.
she knows she finna get me in trouble, honey.
All right. Well, you all have a great rest of the week. Please, please, um, enjoy your day off if you have one on Thursday. I know Shay Shay is planning to go live on Thursday. She's going to be looking at, I think, in Brilliance, right, Shay Shay, on Thursday. Stay tuned because I'm probably going to do some random me go live. So if you haven't hit that notification bell, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live. Because if I'm up working late, like I was last night, um, if like I was last night, then you'll get
Whoa, every other word,
that's
every other
something
word.
that's like it's getting so it's got to be something that can withstand extreme heat and the weather. So yes. But have a great evening. Yep, she says more on in brilliance. So have a great evening. Enjoy your week and thank y'all for coming. Miss Linda, you gonna say bye to the people?
Bye. We love you. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you.
Word
Thanks
of
for
the day,
coming in, Liz.
Shay.
Sunday fun day, oh so bright. Stitching dreams in morning light. Sewing fabric all day long. Thank you, watch us sing along. Great times here under the sun. Threads and needles having fun. Live or replay doesn't fade. Appreciate this bond we've made. quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle.